The New England Patriots notched their 9th win of the season, most in the NFL, with their victory over the Jets on Thursday. Second in the league is a tie. We got the Indianapolis Colts at 8-2 and the Denver Broncos at 8-2. The Broncos have won 8 in a row since their 0-2 start, and yet they're still home dogs. Look at KC, -4 on the road in Denver. Total sitting 45, 44.5. We've seen a little bit of under money for this one. Let's break it down. Why is the team with one of the best teams in the league home dogs, and home dogs of +4 against Kansas City? Let's talk about it. Teddy covers wagertalk.com with a big game breakdown for Sunday NFL. And yes, it is a Broncos team that is not. This line is telling us very clearly the betting markets don't love Denver right now. Denver has won 5 times this year when they've lost the turnover battle. They're 8-2, but they've trailed in every game but one this season. Now, they have found ways to steal games. They stole a game last week. I don't know if they stole a game. Like the Raiders were very good. But they won a game last week in which basically the offense, they had more penalties than first downs. That's all you need to know. Bo Nix threw for just 150 yards, 2 interceptions in that ball game. Bo Nix, at some point, 10 points ain't going to be enough. We got to score more. We got to find some juice somewhere. And again, when they have 11 penalties and 10 first downs, they had 7 3-and-outs in that ball game. This is against the Raiders, all right? This isn't against the Chiefs. This is against the Raiders, what they did that. That's certainly a concern, a pretty big concern for Sean Payton and company, and that's why we're seeing Denver in this point spread range. Not just home dogs, significant home dogs, more than a field goal against Kansas City. Now, regular season wins for teams like the Chiefs don't mean that much necessarily. But when you're talking about divisional rival, when you're talking about, oh, by the way, we're 2.5 games behind Denver in the standings right now. If the Chiefs lose this game, we're talking about a Kansas City team that's likely to open the playoffs on the road. No, they can't do it. They did it 2 years ago. But the advantage of Arrowhead is significant. And this is basically win or go home when it comes to Kansas City for the division. Yes, it's possible they could come back and win this division if they lose this ball game. But I'll put it this way. I wouldn't count on it. And from a motivational standpoint for Kansas City, look, if the season ended today, are they in the playoffs? They're not. They actually lose a tiebreaker to Jacksonville because they've lost a straight-up matchup with the Jags. So Kansas City wouldn't even be the playoffs if they started today. All right? They'd lose a tiebreaker for the number 7 seed. So, yeah, it kind of matters. Oh, they're off a loss to the Bills, a game in which they really didn't play well. Bad loss and a bye week. Andy Reid, pretty good off a bye week, 22-4 in his regular season coaching career. Now, it hasn't been as good in Kansas City as it was in Philadelphia. Philadelphia won 13-1. KC's only 9-3. That being said, quote, this record makes him the most successful coach in NFL history following a bye week. Gives him an overall 846 winning percentage after a bye. That's worth noting, don't you think? An elite coach who's shown us over the years that he's very, very capable in games like this when you give Andy Reid time to prepare and the Chiefs win. Plain and simple. Before I give you my betting recommendation for this ballgame, I do want to let you know about what's going on right now at wagertalk.com. Last week was good in the NFL. Real good. 3-0 NFL Sunday sweep. I'm looking to do it again this week. Check out my homepage, w.buzz/TC, to get on board. And of course, the Weekend Warrior football package is just $49, get you every play. Saturday, Sunday, Monday night if we got it. $49. It's a good deal. Check it out again, wt.buzz/TC. We appreciate those likes, those comments, and those follows very, very much. What do we got? 250,000 you following Wager Talk on YouTube or close to it. Join us if you haven't done so already. You get instant alerts every time these videos go live. And there's so much good quality content coming out on a daily basis. It's worth it. It's free. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. So we've got KC as 4-point road chalk here. like legit 4 point. There's 3.5s out there. There's certainly some public betting interest in the Denver piece of the equation. I understand why. The Broncos have been very good at digging themselves out of holes. Kansas City's not a team you want to dig yourself out of a hole against. Andy Reid, not a guy I want to step in front of off a loss and a bye. And look, let's be real. All right. Chiefs run isn't over. Broncos run hasn't started yet. Yeah, if I'm playing, I'm laying. Road favorite or pass for this better. I want no part of Denver as they step up in class here against Kansas City. I'm not convinced the Broncos offense is capable of making noise in this matchup. Lean under as well for the Broncos and the Chiefs. So KC and under is what I'm looking at on Sunday in this matchup. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV. Best of luck with all your bets this weekend. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Check out my homepage at wagertalk.com and have yourself a great betting weekend. Cheers.